Hello and welcome to English with Justino. These are stories and discussions designed for you to learn English vocabulary, expressions, culture, and maybe even some grammar along the way. These are designed for those already speaking English at an intermediate or advanced level. The idea here is to listen, read, and learn from a native English speaker in a natural way, the way you first learned your native language, by hearing it. Okay, forward we go. Jungle Book, Chapter 1, Lesson 3. Mowgli the man-cub was in the center of the wolf pack, and Mother and Father Wolf hoped he would be accepted and raised as one of the pack. Akela never raised his head from his paws, but cried out the same message. "Look well, wolves." Suddenly, a muffled roar came up from behind the rocks. It was the voice of Shere Khan. He called out, "The cub is mine. Give him to me. What will the free wolves do with a man-cub?" Akela never even twitched his ears. All he said was, "Look well, wolves. What do the free wolves have to do with any orders of any other? Look well." Who was Akela? Akela is the leader of the wolf pack. What was Akela saying to the pack? He wanted the pack to look well at Mowgli, so everyone would be able to recognize him in the jungle. What did Shere Khan the tiger want? Shere Khan still wanted the man-cub to eat. Did Akela take orders from a tiger? No, Akela and the wolves are free, and do not take orders from a tiger or anyone but the pack. There was a chorus of deep growls, and a young wolf in his 4th year returned Shere Khan's question to Akela. What do the free wolves have to do with a man-cub? Now, the law of the jungle says that if there is any dispute as to the right of a cub to be accepted by the pack, he must be joined by at least 2 members of the pack who are not his father and mother. What did the 4th-year wolf want to know? The 4th-year wolf wanted to know why the wolf pack would want to accept a man-cub as one of their own. What did the law of the jungle say about accepting a cub that was in dispute? The law of the jungle said at least 2 members of the pack must join the man-cub to be accepted. "Who speaks for this cub?" said Akela. "Among the free wolves, who speaks?" There was no answer, and Mother Wolf got ready for what she knew would be her last fight, if things came to fighting. Was Mother Wolf prepared to fight to the death if the pack did not accept Mowgli? Yes, Mother Wolf was prepared to fight to the death if her new cub Mowgli was not accepted. Then, the only other creature who was allowed at the pack council, Baloo, the sleepy brown bear who teaches the wolf cubs the law of the jungle, old Baloo, who can come and go where he pleases because he eats only nuts and roots and honey. Old Baloo rose up on his hindquarters and grunted. Who is Baloo? Baloo is a sleepy brown bear that teaches the wolf cubs the law of the jungle. He is a teacher. What does Baloo eat? Baloo eats roots and honey. What did Baloo do? He rose up and grunted in support of Mowgli. "The man-cub, the man-cub," he said. "I speak for the man-cub. There is no harm in a man-cub. I have no gift for words, but I speak the truth. Let him run with the pack and be accepted with the others. I will teach him." Who spoke for the man-cub in support? Baloo, the sleepy brown bear, spoke up in support for Mowgli. Why did Baloo speak up? Baloo spoke up for Mowgli because he wanted the pack to accept him. Who will teach Mowgli? Baloo said he would teach Mowgli. "We need another supporter," said Akela. "Baloo has spoken, and he is our teacher for our young cubs. Who else speaks in addition to Baloo?" What did Akela say the pack needed now? Akela, the wolf pack leader, said that Mowgli needed another supporter in addition to Baloo. A black shadow dropped down into the circle. It was Bagheera, the Black Panther, inky black all over, but with panther markings showing up in a certain light with a pattern of watered silk. Everybody knew Bagheera, and nobody dared cross his path. He was as cunning as Tabaqui, as bold as a wild buffalo, and as reckless as a wounded elephant. But he had a voice as smooth as silk, and skin softer than down, a beautiful and powerful force of nature. Who showed up in the circle of the Wolf Pack Council? Bagheera. The Black Panther dropped into the circle like a shadow. Was Bagheera weak and noisy? No. Bagheera was bold, strong, and as quiet as a shadow. He was cunning and had a voice as smooth as silk. Akela and the free wolves, Bagheera purred. I have no right in your assembly, but the law of the jungle says that if there is doubt about a new cub, the life of that cub may be purchased at a price. The law does not say who may or who may not pay that price. Am I correct? What did Bagheera want to know? Bagheera asked the wolf pack if Mowgli could be purchased for a price. Good, good, said the young wolves, who are always hungry. Listen to Bagheera. The cub can be purchased for a price. It's the law. Did the young wolves support Mowgli being purchased? Yes, they wanted to see Mowgli purchased so they could eat him. Bagheera continued. I understand that I have no right to speak here, so I ask your permission to continue. Speak, cried 20 voices. Did Bagheera ask respectfully to continue with his proposal? Yes, Bagheera the panther asked the pack if he could continue. Did the wolves approve? Yes, the wolves wanted Bagheera to speak, and they said so. Bagheera continued. To kill a naked cub is a shame. Baloo has spoken on his behalf. I will join Baloo, and I will give the pack one bull, a fat one, newly killed, near here, if you will accept the man cub according to the wolf law and protect him. What did Bagheera offer the wolf pack? Bagheera the panther offered the wolf pack a freshly killed bull for them to eat. Was the bull far away? No, the bull was close by and newly killed. What did the wolf pack need to do if they accepted the gift of the bull? If the wolf pack accepted the bull, they also had to accept the man cub Mowgli into the pack. There was a roar of wolf voices saying, What does it matter? He will die in the winter rains. He will scorch in the sun. What harm can a naked frog do to us? Let him run with the pack. Where is the bull, Bagheera? Let him be accepted. And then came Akela's deep wolf cry, look well, wolves. What was the wolf pack doing? They were all discussing the advantages and disadvantages of accepting Bagheera's offer. Mowgli was still deeply interested in the pebbles, and he did not notice when the wolves came and looked at him one by one. At last, they all went down the hill for the dead bull, and only Akela, Bagheera, Baloo, and Mowgli's own wolves were left. Shere Khan roared in the night. He was very angry that Mowgli had not been handed over to him. During all of this, what was Mowgli doing? Mowgli was still playing with the pebbles on the ground in front of the wolf pack. Did Mowgli know what was happening? No. Mowgli had no idea what had just happened. Did all of the wolves come and look closely at Mowgli? Yes, all the wolves took a close look at Mowgli one by one. Did everyone go down the hill to eat the dead bull? Yes, it was over, and Mowgli was accepted, so the pack went down the hill to feast. Who was angry at this outcome? Shere Khan the tiger roared in the night his anger. The wolf pack had accepted Mowgli. Roar well, said Bagheera under his whiskers. A time will come when this naked man cub will make you roar another tune, or I know nothing of man. Did Bagheera think one day Mowgli might hunt Shere Khan the tiger? Yes, one day Bagheera thought Mowgli might be the hunter, and that would change Shere Khan's roar. This was well done, said Akela. Men and their cubs are very wise. He may help us all one day. Yes, hopefully he will help us in our time of need. No one can lead the pack forever, said Bagheera. Did Bagheera and Akela both think that one day Mowgli would help the animals of the jungle if they raised him as one of their own? Yes, that is what they thought. If a man is raised to understand the law of the jungle, he would be more likely to support nature and natural processes. Akela said nothing more. He was thinking of the time that comes to every leader of the pack when his strength goes from him and he gets weaker and weaker, until at last he is killed by the wolves and a new leader takes his turn. Take him away, he then said to Father Wolf, and train him as one of the free wolves. And that is how Mowgli entered into the Seeonee wolf pack for the price of a bull and on Baloo's good word. Summary. Mowgli was presented to the Wolf Council and was supported by Baloo the Sleepy Bear and Bagheera the Black Panther. Baloo agreed to teach Mowgli the law of the jungle, and Bagheera offered the pack a fresh-killed bull for them to feast on. The pack then accepted Mowgli into the pack as one of their own.